Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to the Jeffries network on OpenTTD. Now, you might have noticed this is not OpenTTD. This is Photoshop, but here is our network map. I should have moved that cursor before I took the screenshot actually, but this is the network map. And what we're going to do at the start of this episode is plan out our new services. You remember last episode we got rid of all the train services except the freight and the metro. In fact, no, we got rid of some of the metro as well, but we'll come back to that in a second. Today I just want to plan out the new routes. So you can sort of see which stations are where. So the Guardtown stations are all here. Guardtown St. Peter is there. St. John is there. And St. George is... let's see, that's Plumwell T123, so St. George must be about there. I removed town names so that you can actually see this clearer. All these little red dots, by the way, are towns, so it shows how many there are. I think St. George is about there. We'll use Guardtown as like one big blob. Over here's Honford, as you can see. We've got Fenthill is here, Buntown is just here. The freight terminal is there. Donningley, is it Donningley? Donfingley? The Parkway station is there. DC, which I always forget what the D stands for, but that's over here. Junction station there. Knapburg, Victoria is up here. Tunville is... let me see. This is the high speed line, it comes down this way. Tunville must be about there. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can plan out these services. So the first thing I want is some kind of line drawer. I always forget what all of these do. I'm not bad at using Photoshop as well, which is quite embarrassing. No, I don't want text. I hate loading screens. Right. Pencil. That could do. I really wanted to just draw a line, but I don't think this has the... oh, there we go. Line. Cool. So let's do dark blue first. How thick do we want it? Let's say 5. Okay, so this is going to be the original line, the first line, and it's going to come from Guardtown, St. George, which I said was that one, I think. Now, is that visible? Not really. Let's see if I can make the line a bit thicker. Come on. Everything's running slow now. I've had some problems with my version of Adobe, which isn't great. I'm seeing that is right. There's Planwell. Causton Junction must be there, so St. George must be... oh, hang on. High speed line, that's the way to follow it. So St. George is actually here. So you can't really see that, can you? You would not know that was there. It's tiny. Get rid of that. As I say, I should know what I'm doing. Let's put a new layer in. That might help. Something's not quite right here. Let's see if I do that. Here we go. Right. I just want a new layer. Damn, it's been ages since I last used Photoshop. It's not good. I'm not exactly... there it is. Found it, guys. Okay. Line tool. Let's take this up to 30. Let's see if this makes a difference. Okay, Guardtown St. George is about there. So this is going to come out as far as Plum. See, it's still not working. Ah, is it the weight needs to come up? Oh wow. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Maybe it's because it's here. Okay, so we got that working. Let's take that down to 10. This wasn't what I wanted to spend today's episode on, believe it or not. That's still the wrong colour. Now it should be the right colour. Right, St George. It's about there. To Planwell. It's still the wrong colour. Fine, we'll leave it black. But then that's going to come all the way along to here. And then it's going to come all the way down to here. And then it's going to come up to there. So that's the first one. I think I can group these. Whoops. Did not want to do that. I think there's a way of grouping these together. I thought there was, maybe not. Suppose I could do it like this. And like that. Does that do it? No. Oh well. That's the first one. Oh, hang on. Right, layer 1. Maybe this is why it wasn't working. Damn, this is really annoying. I just want to do this properly. Right, try this one then. Nope, see, that's adding new shapes in again. I don't want to add new shapes. I want to work on this layer. This looked so easy when I was looking at it before. Let's try the brush tool. We'll take this down to, let's say 25. Yeah, that's alright, I suppose. Whoops, I messed that bit up at the end. Try again, okay. At least we've got the paintbrush working now, which is good. So, Guardtown St George. It's going to come out to Planwell. It's then going to go all the way along here. And it's then going to come down here and into Natburg. That's electrified and it's going to be semi-fast. Yeah, semi-fast. Why not? We'll do Express in red. So the Express is going to do the exact same. Except the Express is going to be a straight line. Across like that. Now we're going to do local ones. So let's say we'll do them in a nice bright green. Like that. So the local services are going to go from Guardtown St George. Let's see, down here, and then it would help if I had a steady hand, wouldn't it? So they're going to come down, done it again, down here, and then along here. Now actually I need to find out where Chopberg is. That's where the first one's going to go. Chopberg, I believe, yeah, it's around here. Oh wow, that's not even close to being straight. Right, there's Chopberg. So that's the first one. That's the first local service. The next local service is going to go from Chopberg to Tunville. So we're going to do that in a different colour. We're going to do that in, let's say, yellow. So Tunville is about here. So that's going to come down like that. And then the third one, if I use the eyedropper tool, we'll go back to this green. The third one is going to be from Tunville along here and to Natburg, like so. So already you get an idea as to how this is going to work. We're also going to have a, say the red is super express, we're then going to have a sort of semi-express which will go Again, I've got to be careful how I do this because I don't want to lose the colours I've already got. So St George to Planwell, and then along to Tunville, and then along here like this, and then down to Natburg. So these are all the ones that are going to come out of St George. So let's rename these quickly. So that's map. This will be GSG. So we're then going to have another express service which is going to come out of GSG, or Super Express I should say, and this one is going to go from St George. It's going to come over here to Parkway and then up to Honford Interchange. That's that one. We're then going to have a semi-fast service which is going to go from St George. It's going to come out to let me think actually, because this is going to be tricky trying to get all this to work. So I suppose here it could come this way, along here, and then alongside the Super Express like that. Local services, we're not going to have local services on that line out of GSG, but we are going to have no, that's all of them actually. That is all of them. Any more? I think that's it. I believe that's it. Okay, so now we need a new layer. So we'll pop that in. This is going to be GSP. And we're going to remove that. That's what I like about this. You can actually turn these on and off. First of all, we want to do the Super Express. This one's going to be fairly easy to do. It's going to go from GSP, which we know is here, and it's going to go straight across to DC, with another one going straight up to Honford. Simple as that. Oh, actually, no, not simple as that. This one is also going to go via Parkway here. Then it's going to go to Honford. Don't forget as well, we're going to have a future line here between Honford and Natburg, so that's going to be done in the future. But hopefully, the way I've got this set up now is we can add new trains to this without disrupting the existing infrastructure. That is the plan. That should be the way it works out as well. Okay, so that's the Super Express. We then want the local services. So again, we'll grab this. Turn off GSG. So the locals, not the locals, semi-fast, I do apologise. We're going to have one that runs, whoops. In fact, this one is going to run this way. So it's going to come down here, like this, and then it's going to run along like this, and then up into DC, like so. We're then going to have a local service, which is going to run, that's completely the wrong one, there it is. So somewhere here is the junction, there it is. And that's going to support this service. And then we're going to have another local service, which is going to take it the rest of the way. So again, we'll turn off GSG. And that's going to take it up and to there. And then finally, we're going to go back to another semi-fast. There are going to be two. I've changed my mind again. And this one's going to go alongside here to there. That's covered up the green, so I'll do that again. It's going to go alongside to here, and then it's going to come up this way, and then run alongside that. And I think that about does it. It's a bit messy once you start adding this one in, but you can see all the different lines here now and how compact they all are at this range. If you could zoom in a little bit, it would be easier, but then I found that if I zoomed in more, you couldn't see the map anymore. Like, you couldn't see the entirety of the map. So it became very difficult. But this here, this little brush, let's get rid of GSG again. This is to do the semi-fast sort of well, this is the express. This is the express. Now the express, see again, we've got a bit of a tricky situation here, because really, actually, is it that tricky? No, it's not really, is it? Because the express can go. Yeah, you have to bear with me a second, guys, whilst I look at this. It's not the easiest thing to plan out this. Tell you what, that will do it. That will do it for this layer. We'll switch GSG back on for now. We'll open another new layer, and this is going to be GSJ. Guardtown St. John. Don't forget what that stands for. We'll grab the blue. And then we'll go to the brush. Get rid of GSG and GSP. Now this, GSJ is this station here. And we're actually going to do some rebuilding to GSJ in the future. In fact, which one's GSJ? That's the high speed line. GSJ. God, I get lost looking at all these. Let's see, that's GSP. So this one here must be GSJ. But that looks like high speed to me. Oh wait, hang on. Oh god. I'm trying to work this out now. Anyway, we'll wing it. So GSJ, we're going to have one that goes along here, and to here. That's one semi-fast service. We're then going to do a second semi-fast service. So let's do it in this colour, which is going to go the other way. So it's going to go this way, along here, through Fent Hill, and then down like that. We are then going to do a local service. Again, we'll use the green for this. Make sure it all looks lovely. The local service from GSJ is going to go along this way. So there. That's one. And then we're going to do another one, which will go this way, but only as far as Buntown, which I think we agreed was about there. So that should work out. Any more? I think that's it for that little section. I think that's it. So we haven't got a huge variety of routes coming out of GSJ so far, so I kind of want to add another one to the mix. But the problem is, I want GSJ, it's going to have through platforms, but I see it as like a Blackfriars or a London Bridge, where it's going to have terminus platforms as well, for the tracks heading north, in this case. I mean, the other option I could have is have a loop system here, but I can't see that working, really. So, I mean, we could have an express service that goes up to Honford, but we'll have to do it as pink one, because it's not a super express, it's just an express. So let's see, that can come out here along this way and then up as far as Honford. I mean, that could work. That could work. The one I don't want to do is go across here to DC, because I've got a plan for the last bit of DC, which involves St. John. So I don't want to mess that up. Okay, I think that's that done. So the last one is going to be, as I say, DC, which is going to become a busy station, because it's pretty much the eastern extremity of the network. And this is going to have an express, which is a good thing I've already got this one activated. And it's going to go this way. So it's going to follow the track like this, through here, up this way, and then it's going to branch off. So one branch is going to go this way. In fact, no, I've gone too far already. Start that again. So it's going to come down here. It's then going to come down here, across here, through here. Now one is going to go to St. George, which is there. And the other one is going to go to St. Peter, which is there. Again, I've sort of messed that one up, but we'll live. We're then going to do a super express, which is the red. And this one is going to run the entirety of the journey from, that's the wrong one again, from DC all the way over to Victoria. So that's the schematic, but in reality it's probably going to come through this route here and then up. It's going to be electrified, this express train. Okay. Local services, yes, we want some of them. So let's see, we are going to have a nice green one, and that's going to run from DC down to the junction station here, which we've already got one like this, but we'll have another one. And then we'll have another local service like this, except this one is going to run from DC. It's going to run this way because we had another junction. I think it was there. It's going to run alongside this. And then finally we want a semi-fast service from DC, which is basically going to connect the dots. Just want to check actually, do we have... Yeah, we do, good. So there's that, and there's that, and this one is going to run down here and then up here to this Parkway station. And that's about it, guys. That's the sort of preliminary routes I want to set. Now if you look at it like that, it looks like chaos, absolute chaos. But when you start cutting these ones out, so let's go GSG first, you can see here how it's going to run. So we've got the semi-fasts in blue, we've got the locals in green and yellow. They're only there just to distinguish different ones. In fact, these ones we don't really... I might rename these to sort of match what they are. Then we've got GSP, and again we've got Super Express. Actually, I need to redo that one. Needs to redo that line. Unless I change the colour of it. I might have messed that up. Unless we just say that the Super Express from GSP does go via Parkway and then up. And this one will go straight along to DC. It won't stop at the junction station here. And then we have DC. So we've got the Super Express that runs all the way along here. In fact, I might electrify this little route and see if I can cut the corner off. Unless I do it via... Yeah, actually, let's... I'm going to have a problem here, aren't I? Yep. This one here. Okay, no, I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that. In fact, no, we have done it with these purple, pinky purple ones. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so if I put all these back on, that's our new network, guys. Every main line has an actual reason for it. And in fact, if I want to get finicky, I could put in maybe a miscellaneous one for now. And then we can have some new like local services between Parkway here and say Fenthill or Buntown or Tunville maybe. Actually, I should do that. Yeah, let's call it Misk. We'll do a local service between those two stations. So we'll select the green again. Get rid of that. So there's Parkway. It's going to come along here, and Tunville is about there, I believe. So that's one. See, I kind of... That should be a... In fact, we can have a semi-fast there as well. Why not? Why on earth not? They'll run side by side. Because actually the fast track on this route is only used for freight trains, like I've said before. So we'll mark in the future track on this tab. So let's do it in like a dark colour so we can actually make it out. So the future track is going to go along here and into Knapberg like that from Honford. So that's going to be where that is. But that about does it for today's episode, guys. So if I put all these in again, by next episode you'll start to see trains running on the majority of these tracks. Maybe not all of them, but the majority of them. And next episode I'll talk you through the different trains that I've put in, because they're going to be different to the ones we've had before. Because I think the ones we had before, they were profitable but not brilliant, and I'm a little bit bored of them, to be perfectly honest. So we'll have different types of train for the Super Express, the semi-fast, and the locals. Although I think I'll change local to stopping, just because they're not exactly local, are they? They run quite a long distance. But anyway, until next time, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. And until next time, I will see you soon.